305 Fights.
All right, man, I can feel the energy, I can feel fight. Yo siento la energía, la vibración aquí. 305 donde surgen los campeones for fights where the champions rise. Let's start from right to left, from the boss to the bottom. A quick intros. Your name and your company name.
How you guys doing? Bean, Gametime Management. We got the whole family over here. Every time that we do something, we always want to make sure that we do it together. And we, as you can see, we have the whole family, the whole Gametime family. So you guys already know what it is, man. Gametime Management.
Hi guys, I'm the son, aka Little Monster. I'm glad that my dad did this. I love him, and I hope he wins this. Pow!
Everybody, Yuli the Monster Diaz. Over here with the fam, man. It's Gametime Management. You know, we're literally. This is you know, not to sound cliche. We're literally really a family. We all have each other's back. This is not something that just got developed overnight. These are years and years of friendship put in here, you know. And we work as a unit, we work as a family. Nobody does nothing without asking the other person, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's how it's supposed to be done. And I couldn't ask for a better, you know what I mean, family for real.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bean reached out to me. I said, yeah, bring everybody. You know, this is a co-creation. I said always, it's ours. Listen, I don't know too much, but I know enough that nothing is created by yourself. I wasn't created by myself. Absolutely. You know, it took a Guajiro from Oriente Cuba and a woman from Little Havana to come to the Pork and Beast Project and raise two twins in Alapata. And so it does take a team, and I want to thank you guys for coming and sharing with me. One quick little thing before I continue. This is so important because I have a certain philosophy. I think that the visual use of things are very important. For example, this mic, we can see it. It has a function to talk. But what are we talking? We're talking about unity. We're talking about inspiration, motivation. That is the real value. Absolutely. Sir, your name and company?
Sergio Rodriguez, Gametime Management. I basically work for everybody here. Well, we work for each other, honestly. It's just the way we do things. And I can't reiterate more how close of a unit we are. And honestly, it makes it fun. And we know everywhere we go, we're working, but we're also having fun and enjoying it. You know, and it's a cliche that tell you if you love what you do, it ain't work. And I can tell you, you know, we love what we do, and it's always fun, and we don't consider it work. Although, you know, we're always working. That's the truth.
If I may, sir, you formerly Art in Motion just got together. I saw New Titan FC just made an announcement. Can you make that announcement?
Right. So what we did was, you know, Art in Motion is a brand that we've had for many years. We launched it myself with Master Leon Barrocas. Right now, there's a new agreement that came out where Titan FC is doing a launch. This is going to be the first fight they do it. Titan FC 60, I think it's 64, 65. Excuse me if I'm wrong. It's one or the other. But Competitive Edge is making their debut with a new agreement that they basically are doing what Art in Motion used to do. Competitive Edge came through and stepped up, and they're actually partnering up with Titan FC to be the official provider of all their gear for the fighters.
Awesome. Thank you for that information. You know, everywhere I go, I went to buy pizza in Coral Gables, and the cook had a 305 T-shirt. You know, and everybody, because that's what I like. I like everybody, you know, motivating each other, inspiring each other down the line. We have the beauty amongst all these beasts.
Thank you. Ashley, I'm sorry.
My name is Ashley Mesa-Berra. I wrestle for WWE, also known as Dana Brooke, and I am part of Team Monster and also Gametime Management. They are like family to me. We do everything together, and it takes a strong team to stand behind, you know, Yuli, and we do believe that anything he puts his mind to will be done. And over here, I have the little beast, Caleb, who is Yuli's nephew, but he also is super proud of Yuli and calls him a father figure to him as well.
Actually, doesn't like that. Gametime didn't make this family.
He's a little shy. He's a little shy.
Awesome. Hold on, the monster wanted to say something too here.
And shout out to WWE.
All right. I tell you what, maybe he's not an actor, but he might be a politician.
He's a little shy. He's a little shy.
Doesn't like the camera.
Well, I go by the name of Too Nice. I'm the musician of the group, of the ensemble. happy to be a part of this family. Like Yuli said, man, we've known each other for many, many years. And I'm actually just happy and grateful to be part of this and be able to provide my positivity and my funny wittiness. And that's what you guys see in my music and amongst family. So ya tu sabes que lo que.
How you doing? I'm the other Sergio of Gametime Management. The other one. Working with the entire family here. It's been a pleasure. I think everybody's kind of talked their different points of how we came here, but we truly are one team and one unit, and I'm excited to talk about our story now.
Like I said before, you know, we have the cameras, we have the internet, which connects us worldwide to everybody. So there's going to be one person out there, somebody's going to see this, and you never know how that's going to impact a person. Absolutely. I know that my world through martial arts changed when I went to the YMCA and I see martial arts. It showed me that there's different ways to get to where I want to go. There was just not one road. There was many different roads. So I would like to share it to different people because maybe something we say could open their mind. And I think if we open people's mind, we open their hearts. And once we do that, cuidado, no hay quien los pare. To open up with that, Mr. Bean, you know, I like always to go to the boss. Hey, you paid the cost to be the boss, like James Brown said. You know, we talked about that before. You know, if you could give somebody advice on not just fighting, but in success in general, being successful in business, being successful, what I call life skills, what are a couple of things you could tell them that they could focus on that could help them?
Just be honest and whatever you put your mind to, just stick with it. No matter what people tell you, just go with it all the way and just give it 100%. Don't be afraid of fail. Failure is actually gonna give you that positivity. So take that negative energy and all those negative things that comes along with it and just convert it into positive things, and you'll see within time, you know, you gotta crawl before you walk. It just takes time and just be patient.
I think a good example, what you said before as a team, to add to that what you said, is you gotta get the right team behind you. I think, I call them success coaches. Because I was just talking to a gentleman yesterday that we're gonna do an interview at the UFC Kendall, and I said, don't worry, instead of, you know, the Raid cockroach killer, I have Haterade. So I sprayed against all the haters. And I think that having a good team kind of propels that energy away. So I think I would add to that is surround yourself with a good team. Being a fighter, being an entrepreneur, so many great things are happening, so many bigger things are going to happen. Again, what are some key points that you can share that would inspire or educate somebody on being successful?
Stay consistent. You know what I mean? Every day. It's not going to be, you might not see the answer tomorrow, you might not see it the next day or a week later, but eventually working hard and doing what you're supposed to be doing, that what you're looking for will come. And after it comes, it's like it doesn't stop. You know, as long as you stay consistent, it stays consistent, giving you back rewards, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point because, you know, sometimes in the media, and there's so much media now, they kind of tell you that everything is like quick, you know? Right. And frequency and consistency, like training. Exactly. How frequent and how consistent you are in your training, but that's in everything in life. Yeah. That's
in everything.
Yes,
everything.
And I don't know if it was Bean Shop or Gametime Management. I saw posters that says, no days off. Yeah. You know, that's a good point. It cannot be underestimated how frequently and consistent. So,
you know, there's one thing I always kind of tell everybody as they go in through all of sports and entertainment in the avenues, and it's treat every day like it's an interview. You know, being consistent. Everybody kind of gets ready for an interview when they're going for that job, but that doesn't mean that you let down the pedal the next day. It's every day is your interview.
Just hard work, determination, and the reality is you can't be afraid to fail. You know, you're going to fail, and it's part of the journey, it's part of the process, it's what's going to make you successful in the end, right? So, I mean, everybody says that Michael Jordan failed a bunch of times. Right. He's the greatest of all time. Sorry, LeBron, but it's Michael Jordan.
I think what I liked about, you know, when I met Game Time and the whole team is that they were keeping it real, and I think at some point to keep it real because, again, we have so much communication, so much media, and they're giving people information that you don't have to be consistent, you don't have to put the work in. They see they see the finished product. Right. You know, you see the champion when he gets that title that night, right. But you don't see. The
3 months of work put in.
And the years and the development. You know, okay, I'm about to say my age. I'm 56 years old. I started martial arts when I was 9. You know, and thank you very much. But I know that right now is the beginning. That's why I was telling you there is no time. You know, you have to put in, and you know,
You're constantly learning.
yes, and Bean has said, because you have to be patient. You got to give us time. The time will show up and it'll be right. All right, now that we've been hearing from all these beasts, we're going to go now to the beauty, from the monster to the beauty, with respect.
Of course.
I always say life is like a puzzle piece, and I think you said it's about the final picture, but we don't really understand or see what the struggles were behind the scenes. And so every piece of the puzzle makes a beautiful picture in the end. No matter what we go through in life, it might be beautiful, it might be a tragedy, it all paints a beautiful picture in the end. And everyone has a different story, everyone has a different painting, and everyone's been through so many different things. But coming together with Game Time, we all kind of come together, put our heads together, and we find a common ground and we push through. And really and truly, we always say it's game time, and we're ready to go. Whatever obstacle comes in our way, we always take it head on and as one, as a team, and it's a beautiful thing.
Thank you very much, and I really respect that point of view. You're coming not only from the beauty point of view, the female point of view, but from the professional wrestling. I'll give you an example. People say, they say professional wrestling now, and you were just getting into professional, and people say, well, you know, that's not for real, that's fake. Okay, I want you to go and tell that to Brock Lesnar. You know, I grew up watching Dusty Rhodes, Ernie the Cat Ladd, Andre the Giant, and all these guys. Let me tell you, the hard work, physical training to do what you got to do, and some of these people are the toughest people you ever meet. Yep. Some of these people you do not want to mess with. And so I want to talk about a little bit about the work behind it, the physical work, the business work, all the different types of work that goes behind that.
Like you had mentioned, the work behind it is truly amazing. It's not only physical, but it's also mentally strong. You have to kind of go with the flow, and during this time a lot of things have changed during COVID, but before this you were away from your family so much, and it took mental strength beyond belief to be away from your family, always on the go, always on the road, traveling town to town, city to city. But as far as the training goes, we would have to find our own gyms. We would be in a city every single day, a different city for that a matter of fact, and we would have to literally put in Google or Yelp and find the nearest gym, whether it be a training facility, whether it be a CrossFit gym, whether it be weights or anything, whatever we could possibly do. Sometimes I found myself working out at 2 or 3 in the morning in a hotel gym. We have to put in work. We have to get our bodies right, because our bodies are our money makers. And there's been days where you just want to recover and get a massage or do go to a chiropractor and get adjusted. So you have to listen to your body first and foremost, and it is you have to be determined, you have to be driven, and you have to have a goal in your mind. And for me, that is putting on smiles on people's faces all around the world, and knowing that hard work does pay off, and never say never, because I never knew I was going to be given an opportunity that has changed my life and has become a passion of mine. And it's because I never gave up, and my mental strength overcame every obstacle there was.
Thank you very much for all those words, because I think, and I think we're in a time that we have to empower people. I look around at my students teaching, because this came up from the love of martial arts, to promote martial arts teaching, and we have all this technology, but I've never seen a time that we have so much technology, but we have so much disempowerment. And you know, my wife sometimes tells me, she goes to me, take it easy, don't go a la para, because we have weak people. You know, you were talking about the hardship. We have Santo Domingo, we have Colombia, Cuba. You should go into some of these neighborhoods and see how these people are training and what they're doing so they can get a chance and jugar pelota, baseball, boxing, MMA. You know, you got Cuba, Haiti, you got people training in conditions that you would not, I mean, you think we have it hard? You know, it's funny, but you know, my first instructor in La Para YMCA, Peterson, you know, this guy was doing push-ups in the sun, in the basketball court, on the concrete, you know. And so you talked about looking for, researching possibility through this hardship. This hardship is actually, you know, how do you make a sword? You make a sword by heat and banging it. I think as people, we have to realize that these are not hardships. These are things that are going to make us stronger, and we're going to become stronger from this. Thank you very much for that.
Just literally say my advice to anybody that's watching this right now. I would invite you and welcome you to the Let It Rip season. Ladies and gentlemen, the Let It Rip season, even as fighters and musicians, we live in a world where we're easily criticized, we're easily manipulated with just like the stigma of that. Like everybody just wants to see the ending, right? You with the title, you on the stage, you winning a Grammy, you winning whatever. And we're living in an age where people are just like scared to just really let it rip. And then they really hurts them in the inside, mentally, physically, in the sense of like not being focused because of what society has become. Not only weak, but real judgmental, and really stops people from living their dreams or even failing, right? Failing is a part of winning. And if you want to win, you got to be willing to fail, and you got to be willing to learn from your failures. So, and then you can continue to proceed and find the energy, the right people around you, the positivity to push you to excel in whatever it is you want to do. So, the camera's looking at me. Welcome to the Let It Rip season. Let It Rip season is all about self-love, self-happiness, self-positivity. Look yourself in the mirrors. Tell yourself you can do it. If you can find yourself amongst people that can motivate you and push you to do it, do so. But if you can't, look yourself in the mirror, and you are your own positivity. You are your own motivator. You are your own power to do whatever it is you want to do in life. So, welcome to the Let It Rip season. Follow me on Instagram, 2Nice Live. Download my music. Dile no a la piratería. Buy my songs. I need to pay rent. Ya tú sabes que lo que. Oh, Serge, you want to say something? No, you good? Everybody here right now, sitting right here at the round table, is part of the Let It Rip season. Like even Yuli's story, right? Like coming up, he went from bad, and now he got the bad, and now that same bad that was giving him bad is giving him good. And Brooke and we all have been going through the same process in developing in business, in life, and health, and everything. It's just, you just got to really be able to tap into your own self and really make it happen for yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be really hard to find some people to believe in you. And I feel like we all have put in work amongst ourselves to have the respect for ourselves and amongst each other to be there and push. And whenever I'm feeling down, Bean called me the other day, yo, 2Nice, man. I just need some positive vibes, bro. What do you need to tell me, man? And we feed off that same type of energy, and it's because we're all on the same. Look, my hand is shaking because I actually feel from my heart like what I'm saying, and I really believe in it. As an artist, I'm really talking a lot, but I just got to take advantage that the camera's on. No, hold on. It's just to your point, right? There's a lot of weak-minded scenarios going on, and social media is it's a good thing, and if you know how to use it, it's a good thing, and it's a bad thing if you let it consume you in the wrong way. I feel like I'm just talking because I really rarely get to say like this, you know what I'm saying, especially on a platform like 305 Fights, that the viewers need to see that, you know what I'm saying? If you're an inspiring artist, if you're an inspiring fighter, if you want to own businesses, if you want to do every amazing thing that this Serge does, the other one, just let it rip.
Thank you so much. No, really, thank you so much. Respect and honor to yourself. Look, first of all, like I said before, 305 Fights TV started as a combat sport league to promote combat sports, kickboxing, grappling, MMA, but because we were on martial arts school. But not only that, I co-produced my own music. I met my partner through music. She won Star Search in Spanish. People don't know that. Yeah. And I told her the other day that we could produce the music for our shows, and I said from now on, when I produce the music for the show, anything we produce, it's gonna be to inspire and to promote. I'm not down with that thing anymore that you have to bring people down or talk about the down. Like you mentioned, about, you come up from the hood. Listen, in Chinese martial arts, they say the yin and yang, and people say good and bad. It's not good and bad. That's a Western concept. It's the complementary polarities. There is no such thing as bad if you use it to become good. And you can take something good and create it bad. Einstein split the atom and man made the atomic bomb, and it was from medicine. So we have a medicine in our hands. This medicine is a platform for fighters, a platform for entrepreneurs, a platform for music. So I decided that it's going to be something to motivate people and rise people. And today, even this meeting today, I'm meeting you guys, and anybody that knows me, I have a twin brother, and he goes, "What's the difference between?" Oh, he's the crazy one, because I say it straight. I say whatever's in my heart. I love when I met you guys, because you're being real people, promoting an energy.
I want to say that I wouldn't be born bad with a bad life, and I'm grateful that I have a good dad, and I was born with him, and I was born with my mom and my dad, and they're great to me, and I wouldn't have no food, I wouldn't be poor, but I love my dad, and he gave me everything. He tried his best, he did everything. I loved it, and I love him so much.
Awesome.
It's going to continue to.
Awesome, I like that. Young man, that's very important. He did, I have a formula in my madness, I have the 4 A's. He did the first 4A, which is appreciation. Yeah. I think in life, if you want to be successful, the first thing you have to do is appreciate it. And you appreciated that. When you appreciate, then you allow your blessings. So congratulations, thank you, that's very good. Mr. Bean, the second A after appreciation is allow.
Success, man, and positive vibes. 305 fights. No more. That's it.
Topic or anything you want to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. You know what I mean? From family to how to be successful, to and Tuna, I think, left it on a great note that it's really, you know what I mean? I go on YouTube and I listen to motivational things, on a daily basis. I need a little push here and there. There's nothing wrong with that if you do. But at the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm ready to let it rip. And I'm ready to go.
And not to reiterate anything that we already said, but just, in this world that we're living in, just got to stay positive. Sometimes you think things are, with this whole pandemic or the things we're going through right now, you start thinking that things are not going to get better. You just got to always look up and stay positive, positive vibes only. Our man, Tuna, drills it in our head, and that's the motto we live by now.
And going back to the self-love and self-motivation, we living in a world now with the youth that search for validation. They do things just to try to validate themselves because
even on social media, we look for likes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look for likes.
Yeah.
But quisiera hablar en español un poquito, porque 305 es bilingüe, es latino.
Ay.
La cultura, la energía esa.
Tráeme la conga. Bueno, mi gente, ya tú sabes que lo que es. Un saludo a todos los latinos en sintonía. Aquí estamos, Gametime, representando en una manera espectacular y mundialmente rompiendo como es. Si tienen algo que quieren lograr, lo pueden hacer. Enfóquense, dale duro. Follow me on Instagram. I say a lot of motivational stuff on there. Y sigan toditos de nosotros que estamos aquí, que vamos a seguir apoyando y vamos a seguir rompiendo como es. The other search.
Talk Spanish.
Midwestern Spanish.
Gracias. Muy bien. Dale.
Wait, here comes a test. Repeat after me. 3, 0,
0,
5.
5. 305. I got it.
The final thing that it proves just by seeing everybody sitting here is just relationships matter. And every single person comes from a different background with a different expertise, and it's how you view everything. And I think in this time, especially with the pandemic, after the pandemic goes away, relationships are going to be the key of, who's going to let it rip and what you're surrounding yourself by. So I think it's important for everybody that's watching back there is, during this time, build those relationships. Yeah, you can't go out and do the same things you did before the pandemic, but you can build on relationships. You can build a good team. So when the time opens up and there is opportunity to kind of strike, that you're in position to strike because of the relationships you built in a time where this is the time to build relationships. And everybody comes with something different, and you're seeing the big picture, you'll achieve anything you want.
305 Fights.
Where the champions rise.
305 Fights, where champions rise.